I'm Pess. I'm here in my studio in Los Angeles. This weekend I went to the flea market at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. This is what I found.
Would you like to see some?
It's a squirrel nutcracker. Take one. So the first thing I found was this amazing woodpecker toothpick holder. It's a vintage piece. It's made of Bakelite, probably from the 20s or 30s. Really cool conversation piece. And what you do with it's like a little mechanical toy. You push the woodpecker and his beak goes down into the log and he picks up a toothpick. I kind of love woodpeckers just for no reason other than that they always seem to follow me around. When I was a kid, one morning I was woken up at like 6 in the morning by a woodpecker pecking on the side of my bedroom. One detail is I remember the solution was to put Tabasco sauce on the gutter where he was holding on to, and that got rid of him pretty quick. You never heard from him again because I guess his feet got burned off. One house I lived in, they totally destroyed a tree that was about 8 feet from the window. It looked like the mafia mowed down someone, and there was these giant holes. You could stuff tennis balls in them, and it goes on and on. I've got little stories like that with most of the places I've ever lived. So the next cool thing I found was this brown hopper car. It's a train made by the Marx Company. It's about 80, 90 years old. I'm going to give it to my son to put inside his train set, which he has this exact train set, but he doesn't have the brown hopper car yet. I don't particularly like the styling of a lot of the new toys. I don't feel like it needs to look like a cartoon to make him happy. I'm really excited to give it to him. I think he's going to really like it. So another cool thing I found this weekend was this clown tin noisemaker. This would have been given away or sold at a circus, and it makes a lot of noise actually. This toy I'm definitely not going to be giving to my 4-year-old. I've always liked clowns. I remember some kids are totally creeped out by them. I just think it's kind of funny, and I remember my parents taking me to the circus at Madison Square Garden when I was a kid, and one Halloween they decided to dress me up as a clown. I was probably about 5 years old, and they had asked my 90-year-old Italian aunts, who were amazing seamstresses, to make me a handmade clown costume, which they did. And when it arrived in a box, I opened it, and my first thought was, that's too big for me. I'm, like I said, 5 years old, and I thought it looked really large, so I said, it's too big. And they said, actually, it's not. It's part of our plan. And they proceeded to stuff me from head to toe with newspaper. And their concept was to make me a really, really fat clown for Halloween. You can see in the gloves, you can see the shadow of my little hand in there. Somehow, my aunts did not make me a nice little set of small white gloves. So another thing I picked up this weekend was this rock that looked exactly like a steak. It's pretty cool. Even has all these fat streaks in it, like a sirloin. A lot of people are curious about my process. As I go around these flea markets, the thing is my brain is always thinking of objects and looking at different stuff and coming up with new ways to look at things, letting my imagination roam, really. And so when I approached this woman's table, she had a lot of rocks and minerals out, and my attention immediately went to this one that struck me as very steak-like. And so what I did is I went to the other side of her booth and I grabbed an antique fork, I brought it over, I stuck it right next to the steak, and I snapped a photo of it, and instantly it became a steak. It was no longer a rock for me. I just kind of changed the context a little bit, and it became something else. It confirmed for me the fact that I needed to buy it. So I bought it. I'm really excited about this. Another great find this weekend was this Greedy Fat Man mug. Believe it or not, I collect these things. I try to figure out exactly what this mug is, who is this guy. There's some speculation that this was a novelty mug to make fun of William Howard Taft, the fattest president of the United States. One of his slogans was, "I am not greedy, but I like a lot." And recently, one of those mugs featuring Taft himself that looks very much like this and carries the same slogan just sold on eBay for $100. Whatever actually the story is behind this mug, I think it's just a really cool piece, and I brought it into my life, and I have a whole cabinet full of them. And there's many colors, and there are subtle differences between them all. And so I was pretty psyched to find this one. It's also very rare to find one with a saucer. So overall, I thought it was a really successful day at the flea market. I didn't get anything life-changing or anything, but I picked up a couple things, had a couple new ideas, and enjoyed the day out. Especially that violinist at lunch. That was amazing. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video and want to see me doing more of this kind of thing, let us know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.